Cheers! Welcome to Movie Bitches! RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars 4, Episode 9.
I wish the category had been, your pussy's on fire!
That would have been good.
That would have been fun.
Yeah.
Everyone walks in, the gag of the season, Manila has gone home, and we never quite recovered.
No. The season never recovered.
No. Oh no, it did not.
Everyone was just like, gah.
Yeah.
Well, because the thing is that because of this stupid conceit of this structure, if the front runner goes home, then the rest of it is always just like, well, did you really win? No.
Right. No matter what, did you really
tainted.
win though?
It's like now everything is tainted.
Yeah, exactly. And does it matter?
It doesn't matter.
I don't know.
You know, good for you. You got the $100,000.
This is the game.
You know what? That's so interesting. That's what annoys me about this format, is that it's not about the title of, like, best drag queen.
Right.
You know how on, like, Great British Bake Off?
Yeah.
It's like you don't actually fucking win anything but, like, a plate.
You win the notoriety of being the best amateur baker.
Yeah. And instead, with All-Stars, it's like you won the $100,000. Or, spoiler alert, in this case, you both win $100,000. But that's why it's like I wasn't angry that they both won, because who cared? I mean, for you, you both win. But it's not like it's like saying, oh, you are the best. Well, they certainly didn't say you're the best one because there's two of them.
Whoosh. Sure.
But also, the best one was already eliminated.
Yeah.
So
Much like last season.
Exactly. It's like, all just nonsense.
Great.
Yeah, okay. You're the one who made it to the end. Like, congratulations, you win Big Brother Drag Race Edition. I don't know.
Right? But we're talking about this episode.
Yes, we are. Yes,
so
we are.
Naomi walks in this cave. I mean, I really did love this outfit. You know, oh yes, I won, and everyone's completely gagged that Manila's gone.
Yep.
I do love that when she was like, oh, I just have to clean up this mirror.
Oh, my leg. Yeah, it's so good.
Did you spill on yourself?
I did.
It's track record this and track record that and report card this and report card and oh my god.
I know.
Manila deserved to be in the competition so far to the end.
According to her track record.
Her track record.
I mean,
oh my god.
The first 10 minutes of this episode is just Bendela's booth. I mean, I did find this one to be more fun because Trinity was just spinning out.
Pissed off, and she was like, this is unfair. You guys are shady bitches. I mean, thank you for doing it for me.
I mean,
but,
literally, thank you for giving me $100,000.
Thanks.
You are a fucking shady bitch for doing that.
Why?
And you're a fucking shady bitch for doing that, but thank you so much.
Shady bitches. And I think she was pissed, and she would have much rather, obviously, gone up against Manila and won.
Yeah.
I don't think she would have, but you know, I think that would have been more satisfying, obviously. But anyway, we must move on. Naomi's sort of explaining, I mean, I couldn't deny her answer. She's like, I sent Manila home because I wanted to. And I was like, I mean, that's the rules.
Yeah.
I don't like it, but that's what it is.
Yep.
I sent Manila home because I wanted to. Manila was crazy competition, and that's dope.
So then they ask, okay, Monet, like, who did you pick? And she's like, bitch, I picked Manila because I'm petty.
I chose Manila's ass too, because Manila shaded me, and even though we had to resolve our issues and we spoke, bitch, I'm a petty bitch from Brooklyn. I hold on to grudges.
The two worst reasons to send Manila home for me are I'm a petty bitch and Latrice saved me, so I guess I should save Latrice.
Right.
Just be like, look, she's the better competition and I want to goddamn win the $100,000.
Yeah.
You know, that I'm okay with. I'm petty because she was going to send me home instead of her friend who equally did as bad or, you know, not as bad as I. That's nonsense. For
Monet, for me, throughout this season, I think she's underperformed and they are praising her more than I would.
I agree.
I think she's grown a lot and she's much better and I was impressed with a lot of things, but I think they're still overpraising her. And I think it's sort of, she's got this, I'm too cool for school, I'm hot shit thing going on.
I feel that.
Little, and I'm
a little bit.
Eh.
Yeah, well, especially when she's talking about Latrice in this episode.
Life's not fair.
Life's not fair. So, bitch, good luck, and you cross me, you going home next.
All I could think of was, nobody said life was fair, Tina.
Nobody ever said life was fair, Tina. I'm bigger, and I'm faster. I will always beat you.
I'm bigger than you. I'm faster than you. I will always beat you.
I mean, this episode really just felt like spinning wheels. So then they come in the next day, you know, into the workroom, and it's just like, top 5, we're the top 5. Did you know we're the top 5? It's the top 5, y'all.
Yeah.
Top 5.
It seemed like they ran out of things to talk about.
The top 5.
Finish line, This is the top 5.
I was like, where'd the fun go? Where's Valentina to give me like
Valentina and Manila.
Yeah.
It was a mess, but not more than this challenge.
Oh
Oh my god,
boy.
this challenge was... This might have been the messiest challenge.
I certainly of the season, but if not of like the.
Concept-wise.
Oh my god.
Just like on a base level, like maybe people have done work, like maybe the Shakespeare challenge was quote unquote worse.
Right.
Wicked, please.
Maybe. But like the initial concept of I was like, oh no, you've already done too much. Like Ru comes in and she's like, okay, so it's Ru, Hollywood Story, Sex and the Kitty Girl 3, the sequel. So we're doing a fake sequel to Sex and the City, but it's also a behind the scenes mockumentary. I was like, wait, what's going on?
Right?
In a Ru Hollywood story about a movie sequel we're calling Sex and the Kitty Girl 3.
Okay,
It was
so
like
now
levels
in this
of levels.
Scene, you're gonna be Kim Cattrall mad about this, but then the next scene you're gonna be Samantha mad about. What a mess.
What a mess.
Yeah.
I didn't.
It should have just been one or the other.
Yeah.
Just be the sequel.
Yeah.
But also, it's too late. Why are we talking about this?
Right.
Or just be a behind-the-scenes mockumentary, which I think would have been more fun.
I think so.
We could leave Sex and the City where it was.
Oh, I mean, I think that's fine. I think after the second movie, everyone was just like, this is dead to me. Yeah. That's all from the first movie.
Mm-hmm.
The first movie's a lot better than the second movie.
Still bad.
It's still pretty bad.
Still
although
bad.
It does. I do.
It's still a bad movie.
It is, but I kind of like it. But the second one is absolute pure garbage. And I get why they didn't make a third one. Thank you, Kim Cattrall, for saying that you didn't want to do it.
Right.
But this was so crazy weird.
Yeah.
What brain was like, yeah, this is gonna make sense? And then they go to the Met Gala, but they.
Oh, we'll get there.
Oh my god.
We'll get there.
Oh boy.
Mess.
Met.
Aside from 3 people on the runway, this episode was a wash, I would say.
Yeah.
Wait. No, yeah, 3 people. I was trying to remember what Ru was wearing. No, 3 people on the runway. So it's the documentary, it's the behind the scenes, it's a sequel, we're doing scenes, but we're all... And there's also 5 queens.
Right.
And
When there's
when
four...
there's 4 main characters, and I was like, are they gonna get,
Is one of them just gonna be the 5th gal, New York City?
Is one of them's just New York and comes in dressed like the Statue of Liberty? Or one of them's New York Pollard?
Oh my god.
That would have been kind of amazing.
That would have been silly.
That would have been fun.
Just the 5th lady.
The 5th lady. She's standing behind them, you know, judging them. But like instead of a torch, it's like a martini glass with a Cosmo in it.
Like it. Or it's a mug of tea that she then just like sips from.
No, that's more drag queen, less Sex in the City.
Fair.
It's a Cosmo.
Yeah. She's like
New
holding
York.
a Vogue and...
Yeah. Oh, yes. Wait, that should have been the poster.
Oh my god, yes. Love it.
Right?
Yeah.
So this episode.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I was like, how the fuck are they gonna do 5 queens,
Yeah.
4 queens,
Yeah.
what's going on?
And then they're like, oh.
One of you will be playing Kristen Johnson from that one episode where she falls out a window, and I was like, really? I mean, it
First
ended
of all,
up
bleak.
it ended up being funnier than I initially thought.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was like, oh, we had to replace Kim Cattrall because she walked
Right,
off, and
right.
so who are we gonna get? Oh, wouldn't it be funny if we got this person that's already been dead? Like it became very soap opera.
Yes.
So it made sense in the long run, but at first I was like, what?
Yeah. It worked out for Monique. She made it work, and
I mean, it still
also,
wasn't great, but
No.
like it made more sense. Like
Yes.
I was like, okay, I see what you did there.
It was nice for her to have someone that didn't have the baggage.
Yeah.
You know, it was
really the
oh,
part to go for.
It was.
Broad strokes.
Yeah. Just be like, you don't have to conform to. You know,
And yet she was still giving me some Kristen Johnson.
oh, sure.
She really kind of was somehow.
Her character in that episode is pretty great.
It's an iconic episode.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Well, so Naomi gets to choose who is going to be whose part.
right.
And they're sitting around reading it. I mean, this always never makes sense to me.
Oh my God.
Trinity and Monet both want Kim Cattrall. I want it. Well, I want it. Well, what you want to do isn't necessarily what you're gonna do.
Well, what you want to do is not necessarily what you're gonna do. Vice versa.
Cool.
Well, I think I can really do her voice. Well, I think I look just like her, which was, oh my god, that was very much true. Trinity really nailed it.
She really nailed it.
With that, with the mole,
I know.
the wig,
Yeah.
I was like, girl, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it was easier because she was the only white one.
Yeah, I mean...
Monet had some line, when she was like, oh,
As a proud mother of a daughter of color, and...
which, I mean, you can't help.
Right.
And like, what are you gonna do? But it was a little bit like, wait, what?
I mean, it was just kind of like...
Like, they didn't flesh it out to make it work once it was cast. Like, I feel like maybe rework that line.
Or also, maybe you see 2 steps ahead and you say, you guys, maybe we should come up with a different skit for 3 weeks from now. Because...
Well, because this is gonna be a mess, regardless of who's left. This is gonna be a mess.
Yes.
Let's maybe regroup.
Yeah.
But they both want to be Kim Cattrall. And, you know, like on any great produced reality show, they play rock, paper, scissors.
I could not with this. This was some nonsense. This was where I was just like, oh, this show doesn't care anymore.
Well,
They just don't care.
This is what I don't understand. Latrice is just like chilling.
Yeah.
And Naomi's like, okay, so you'll be Miranda. And she's like, oh yeah, I guess. I haven't read her entire description. And I'm like, what are we doing? This is for the top 4. What are we doing? What's happening?
This was so weird. It wasn't even like they were having fun. Like, oh my god, let's just do rock, paper, scissors. Like we weren't even having fun with it. It was just kind of like, oh, okay, rock, paper, scissors it.
Well, and I don't know, I was like, Naomi, why aren't you just deciding?
Yeah, Naomi, be a professional.
Why are you just
Like,
kind of like...
okay, each of you read a fucking line from the script as Kim Cattrall.
Yeah.
And I will decide which one I think is better.
Yeah.
Or which one I think is worse and that I want you to lose.
Right? I mean, she was basically like, I want to be SJP. Okay, whatever. Everyone else can just free for all.
Yeah. Also, mistake.
Yeah. Well, it ended up being, yeah. I don't know if Naomi's the best actress.
No, I don't think so.
You know, she's really good at being Naomi.
Yeah.
And that's what I felt most of this skit. So.
Yeah.
Like, Sarah Michelle Gellar manages to be ditzy and smart at the same time.
Who now?
Did I say Sarah Michelle Gellar? Love me some Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Yeah.
Sarah Jessica Parker.
Yeah,
Manages to be like ditzy but smart at the same time.
Yes.
I think Naomi really leaned into that fashion side of it, which I don't feel like Carrie talked about a lot. She just was.
It's true.
You know, she wasn't like, oh, I mean, I guess she talked about it.
I mean, she would like.
It was more like she was more self-involved. Like, I got to talk about my own personal problems.
Yeah, she's a terrible friend when you look back at the show.
They all have their problems.
Well,
the show didn't age well.
No, it really doesn't age well.
It was like, and that's usually the case with something that's like breaking the boundaries or doing something different or ahead of its time. And then later you're like, ooh. I mean, at the time it was really like, whoa. But now it's like, ooh.
Although I can go back and watch episodes of Queer as Folk and it's a lot better.
I'm not saying it's always the case. But like
sure.
Will and Grace, like.
Oh, yeah.
You know, some episodes age fine, but like a lot of them you're like, ooh. You know?
Yeah.
So Naomi is going to be SJP.
Yep.
And Latrice gets Cynthia Nixon. Okay. Trinity wins rock, paper, scissors. She gets to be Kim Cattrall.
Yeah.
And Monet is stuck with Kristen Davis.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Yeah. I mean, Kristen Davis was doing the Lord's work. But it's hard.
Was she?
You don't get a lot of credit. Yeah, I mean, she was like the dumping ground.
A little bit.
She was the butt of every joke. Everyone just shat on her, and then she shat herself. Woo! She gives good face.
She really, I mean, that's some acting work.
Right?
It's a lot of choices, but I enjoy them.
Bold choices. Bold. And Monique gets Kristen Johnson.
Yes.
And it was interesting, both Trinity and Monique talked about how they didn't really watch the show or know a lot about it. Monique kind of goes into it more like, oh, well, I wasn't allowed to watch HBO, and like I was living at home, and like that wasn't part of my life yet.
Right.
Or whatever. I was like, oh, that's interesting.
That was how I was. I never was allowed to watch it while it was on.
I was, but I didn't.
And then I feel like, well, there you go. And then I feel like shortly.
I mean, I did later.
I did later after, like, maybe towards the end. I think I watched
TNT reruns.
I was watching. Oh god,
that are like 12 minutes long.
Those pissed me off so much. They would always cut out all the sex scenes, which is the best part.
It was like 12-minute episodes.
It was stupid because they would like cut out all the curse words.
Great
like,
marketing.
It was.
More ads. Syndication.
Yep.
Give me that check.
Yep.
I mean, Kim Cattrall was the best.
Kim Cattrall was always my favorite. She's fabulous.
She knew what she was in.
Yes. Well, and she had the most fun character where it's just like zero fucks given.
Yeah.
Yes, Samantha, you own everything. You fuck whatever boy you want. Yes. And then you fuck this hot model, and then they fucked up her character.
When?
In the movie.
The first one?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
She, like, is disappointed in her marriage to Smith because he's so busy as an actor and they never get to see each other, but she's not allowed to fuck other men. I'm like, why wouldn't they just have an open marriage then? Like, whatever. Figure that out. If,
right.
Like, sex is such a big part of your life, like, this is stupid, but okay. Like, and what...
Well, it would have been more fabulous.
Of course, what a missed opportunity to, like, introduce this into the conversation where it's like, you know what? Fuck you guys in your traditional marriage. I'm doing what works for me and Smith. Like, we like having a relationship,
right.
But I also like fucking a bunch of random men. That's fine. You do your life, Samantha. That would have been better. Instead, they have her eat guacamole and lust after this hot Mexican guy taking a shower. He's hot. He's got a big dick. Also, that guacamole looked so good.
Oh, right. So they're going through the script and they're practicing, and everyone else is like just
oh my god
at a one.
Yeah.
And Monique is like a stroke victim or something. She's like,
Anybody got a flip phone charger?
I'm Fire Marshal Bill Burns, and nobody likes a quitter.
and I was like, yes, and everyone else is like, girl, that's a mess. And I'm like,
No. She's the only one that's
do you know
funny.
what show you're on? What's happening? Like, go over the top.
Yeah.
Be stupid. Be ridiculous.
Yeah.
Say the wrong thing. Make a fool of yourself.
Yeah.
Wow. She has some strange ideas. I was like, yeah, do that, please.
Monique Hart, congratulations.
Then we get a commercial for the Standard.
Oh my god. Well, okay.
The Standard has 5 hotels in New York, LA, Miami, and coming soon to London.
What?
They're known for their taste-making clients.
Speaking of commercials, quick commercial break.
Oh.
And we'll be right back with Ross.
I'm just really mad that Felicity Huffman didn't direct them.
I'm so mad! That would have been fabulous. Also, why didn't they do a Desperate Housewives themed skit?
Talk about irrelevant, but sure.
But like, I mean...
I would say it's only slightly less irrelevant than Sex and the City.
Wow. I mean, that's probably
At this
true.
moment.
Absolutely.
Who's talking about Sex and the City?
No one.
Come on. I mean, still like a cultural icon.
Of course, but so was Desperate Housewives.
Yeah, so, yeah, that would have been fun.
That would have been really fun. And then it doesn't matter if you have 5 queens or not.
Or 8. Or...
Yeah, whatever. You could have one just do a voiceover.
Oh my god, I would love it.
Rude.
But no, I thought that would have been so much better. The editing, I mean, this was making me crazy.
Yeah.
The editing was insane. Stop, cut, okay, go back, do it again. Like, the way that it was just so chopped.
Yeah, and it was like constantly on Ross.
Cut. All right, cut. Oh, okay, cut. Cut. All right, cut. Okay, great.
I don't need to see him.
No, and I didn't know what was happening because, you know, I wasn't privy to much rehearsal.
No.
And so it was like, now we're in the scene, now we're behind the scenes, now we're doing interviews, now we're doing this, and now Kim Cattrall's gone. Blah, blah. And it was just edited like, I was like...
It was crazy.
It was maddening.
All right, so we're gonna be cutting from the movie. This is now you're being the actors, right?
Okay.
Scripts are hidden. Duncan's gonna say cut, you'll pull the scripts out, okay?
I really feel like they're trying to gaslight me, and I'm like, it's a cult! Get out! No, run away! You know, like, don't drink it!
Oh my god, I forgot to tell you.
Don't drink the Kool-Aid.
In jury duty, one of the women was talking about how she's like a audio video producer for her church. And then they like asked her more questions and she's talking about, well, it's not like a traditional church. And I was like, oh my god, she's in a cult. Oh my god, she's in a cult.
Was she like, yeah, it's cool, Andrew Keegan just like gives us kombucha and it's like not a big deal?
A little bit. It was like, she's like, oh, well, you know, I take care of the video for our leader and produce. I was like, she's in a cult, you guys. Anyway.
Yeah. I mean, it's really too much. They've done too much.
Yeah.
They need to pull back the sound effects, pull back the editing, and turn up the gay.
Yeah. And turn up, like, I want shady editing with receipts, not with sound effects. Don't tell me what to think.
Yeah.
Give me, show me the receipt. Or tell me what to think through the receipt. You know, it's like, you have to substantiate it.
Yeah.
All of you guys think that I'm like.
I would never say that. Her interview was her look was her book cover was her trying to launch and sell her book to the judges was
But yeah, so Ross is there to direct them. He's not a good director, though.
No.
Clearly, this was a terrible skit, even in like.
Well, I think it should come from like an actress.
Absolutely.
You know, I think it would have been perfect to have Felicity Huffman. I mean, maybe she wasn't available, but like that would have been so perfect.
It would have been.
Where are you, Captain Hindsight?
I mean, and Rue says later, like, you're the cheapest director in town. That's just true.
Yeah, because he sucks.
Well, I mean, because he's just like on the payroll.
Right. Spend some money, you guys. Maybe save the $100,000.
The extra $100,000 and
apply it towards
Huffman.
Yes. Also, if Ellen Pompeo had directed, she's got to have directed dozens of episodes.
Why didn't they do a Grey's Anatomy parody?
Yes.
Grey's Anatomy.
Oh my
God! Yes! That would have been perfect.
That would have been so good.
Everyone's just fucking everyone.
Yeah. There's like the pit crew, and then it's like, yes.
We could make up a bunch of Mick, fill in the blank, Mad Libs, stupid.
Yep.
Yeah.
Love it.
That would have been really good.
Anyway, that's not what happens.
That's not what happens.
Instead, Latrice is like, oh, look, we all made it. We're all here at our favorite brunch spot.
The Standard. Well, I mean, first and foremost, Latrice is dressed like Madeline.
Oh my God.
I was like, where's your little hat? Let me see your appendix scar. Everyone was like, eh.
Yeah.
Trinity I thought was funny. And the only one that was like really giving me the actress.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
It helps that Kim Cattrall has that, you know.
The way of speaking.
Yes. Seriously? I was bummed though that she didn't seem to ever really
get that one.
But
there was other like when they were doing interviews and stuff where I was like, oh, she nailed the mannerisms and the voice and everything.
It's true.
It's about time you got your ballot box stuffed. What? Once you start making sex puns, it's hard to stop.
And then
I mean, I'm trying to think of like what would Sarah Jessica Parker. This is also a weird thing to do where it's like, oh, you're gonna give them all actresses who, for the most part, are not particularly
bombastic
or over the top.
Did you do any of them on Snatch Game? That's really the question.
Exactly. No.
Maybe Kim Cattrall.
Maybe.
But
yeah,
like,
Trinity could probably do, although it would probably get boring, but yes.
I mean, it would just be sex puns.
It would just be sex puns.
Still addicted to sex puns. That was the only one that was funny.
Yeah, and you know, who's doing Sarah Jessica Parker in Snatch Game? No one, because it's boring. You know, there's not even anything to really, I mean, you can make fun of her nose, but like, you
just put on Alaska's horse mask.
Rude.
I love her. That's just the joke that
that's the joke.
Talks about.
Exactly.
That's just the joke. So yeah, everyone was pretty boring. Then Trinity leaves.
Yeah.
And we don't know why at this moment.
Yeah.
And then Monique shows up and she was pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, compared to everyone else, she was really
she had a lot of energy and she was like, you know, doing a lot. And
just in a coma. I woke up about an hour ago.
Anyone have a charger for my flip phone?
Flip phone?
Yeah.
We get back to the workroom. They're all getting ready. I mean, I did love this shade. So they're all kind of like, oh, I thought I did good. Blah, 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 blah. And Monet is like, oh, I really thought I nailed my character. And Monique is just like,
you were so Kristen.
I wouldn't say that.
Yeah.
Bitch, you don't even know the show.
She's the prissy white bitch. You didn't give me that.
She's the white prissy bitch, right? Didn't get it.
Facts are facts, America.
Facts are facts. You know, and then there's just more talk of track record and
I did appreciate that
report card.
Latrice was just
track
like
record.
Track record.
I'm hearing all this report card bullshit, and like I'm looking at who I feel would represent this legacy.
I agree.
And actually have a platform and use it for good.
Oh, I see what you're doing, Latrice.
It was her only card to play.
It was.
It didn't work, but
No.
it was her only card.
Yeah. So another commercial break, and we'll be back with Cats on the Runway.
Pussy's on the runway.
Pussy on the Runway.
My pussy's on fire. Yeah. Kit Kat. I don't know.
I don't remember what it's called, but whatever.
Cat Couture.
Cat Couture!
Rue walks down the runway and legs. I mean, I'm happy that she's trying different silhouettes.
Absolutely.
I'm happy that she's going for it. Even when it's a look I don't like, I'm like, well, at least you're going for it.
I didn't mind this look.
I thought it was fine.
And it was funny, you know, maybe I liked it more because someone had posted a picture of Rue in an outfit very, very similar to this, like 30 years ago or whatever.
It does seem like old school RuPaul.
Yes.
Like
yes.
supermodel of the world.
Exactly.
RuPaul,
Exactly.
You know? Yeah.
So I was like, that's kind of fun.
No, I mean, I thought she looked gorgeous.
Oh, yeah.
It was just sort of like a simple dress. You know, it looked like she was on Dancing with the Stars or something. You know, just this sort of.
Yeah, like ready to do a cha-cha.
Yeah, a little cha-cha number.
Yeah.
But it was cute, and she looks fucking great.
I thought her makeup looked fabulous this week.
So I was like, yeah.
Her eyebrows were not as shocked.
No. Oh boy, no, they weren't. Michelle in this like Catwoman realness.
I loved this look.
This.
Yeah.
The gloves.
Oh yeah. I think this is the best she's looked all season.
Loved it.
Felicity Huffman's there. Jason Wu, fashion designer, and his little RuPaul doll.
It's RuPaul Barbie.
Loved it.
She's helping me out today.
Category is cat couture. First down the runway is Trinity the Tuck, and I loved this.
This was fabulous. It was very Catwoman.
Yeah.
Like with the big open eyes, and she's like, you know.
I love the feathers in her mouth that she spits out. Yeah.
I mean, she always has a little something extra. Like that made it even more memorable.
Yeah, it's like a little cheeky fun.
Yeah, and I mean, her body looks fucking
fabulous.
sickening, and she really sold it.
It was really well executed.
Yeah.
And also she sold the fuck out of it.
Exactly. So
And
it's just like elevated it.
And you're like, oh, when I look at this, it seems like it should be pretty basic.
Yeah.
But then it's like
She made it special, but just like,
yeah,
all the little things she did.
Exactly. It created a whole package. I really liked it.
Loved it. I loved how fucking long her tail was.
Oh my god.
She was like a little tigress.
Meow. Not a little Euphrates.
Stupid.
Yeah.
So then next down the runway, this Monet exchange. It was jarring because it was like, yes, Trinity, oh, look at this cat. And then like Monet turns the corner. I was like, oh.
It was startling and weird.
I didn't like it.
I really disliked this.
There was like, it was like Kirby's Dreamland or something. It was like some weird.
It was
you
like
know?
Kirby turned into like an elongated.
Like a lady. He was mid-transformation between Kirby and like a Barbie doll. It was really weird.
It was really weird. It also just reminded me of like a hippopotamus.
Something with the nose and the ears. It did not read cat to me.
No, it didn't even read, because she says, oh, I'm serving you like Pink Panther.
Yeah, so it came out and I was like, I mean, this feels like it's something, but I'm really not, like, it's not registering. Like, I was like, am I missing something? Is this like an anime character I've never seen? Or this seems really specific, and yet I have no idea.
Right.
And then
is
she
it like
started,
a Pokemon? I don't know.
Right, is it some Pokemon? And then she started kind of saying, oh, I'm Pink Panther, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, okay. And then the more you thought about it, you're like, okay, I guess it's more, the Panthers do have round ears, but like, it just didn't click. Like,
no, well, like the
something
Pink
didn't work.
Panther has like rounded ears.
Yeah.
But they're differently, like when you look at the Pink Panther next to this outfit, I still was just like, I don't see it.
I mean, I was like, I guess. Like, it was
it's like, oh, okay, you did like the lighter pink stomach and the darker pink, and the
Then have like a, I mean, oh my god, how fun would it have been if she came out in like a trench coat and hat, like she's Clouseau, right? And it's like, she's doing a little cheeky, haha, and then, oh, I'm the Pink Panther. That would have been fun.
Yeah, but also I wish that she had done like...
The makeup was weird.
The makeup was bad.
She didn't have nostrils.
No, and...
It was...
Well, like the Pink Panther has like a triangular face.
Yeah.
And if like you need like Nina Bonita Brown to do it.
Oh fuck.
Change your entire, like then that's fabulous.
Well, the wig really threw me off.
It did.
Because it was like, it just looked, it looked really weird.
It did, and then she had like diamonds here under her eye, like a football player.
Yeah.
But then there was like a
sad
tier of diamonds, like she was a gang member. I didn't know.
I get, the Pink Panther is a diamond, like in the movie.
Right.
The pink, but then hold a giant diamond or something. I don't know. I really think with the trench coat and the hat, with like a giant magnifying glass, and go, oh, and then you're like, why is she pink? Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I love me the Pink Panther.
Oh sure.
But
yeah, she sheds this coat, and all of a sudden she's like,
she didn't really sell the panther
like,
of it all. Right. Oh, yeah, it wasn't like, yeah.
Yeah.
It didn't connect for me.
Not at all.
It
looked really sloppy to me.
Pretty crazy to me. Like, it looked wacky.
I think this was, for me, one of the worst looks of the entire season.
I did not like it.
Next was Latrice Royale in like a Bibi Zahara Benet.
It was very BB.
Attempt.
Yeah.
BB would be times 10. It would just be like
the wig would be bigger, everything would be...
And I really agreed with Jason. Later, he's complaining about like this little chiffon scarf, I guess?
Yeah.
Piece of fabric?
Yeah.
Ribbon
he was
blonde? I don't know what it
like,
was.
oh, I wish you had a cape. And I was like, yeah, like a full pelt.
Oh my God.
You know,
And
just
it's like
down
a
the back.
lion hood.
Oh my God, if it had been like a lion skin rug, I mean, obviously fake, and just like, you know, mid down the runway, and then like the teeth and like the stupid.
Or if she comes out like that.
And then
throws it off to have this gown and this big wig, yes.
I didn't like, well, so it's very like safari, right? But it's all airbrushed on, which always looks cheesy to me. It looks like it's supposed to be on the side of like a big van, you know, where you like see, right? Or it's like this cheesy. Sure. And I was just like, I don't know. So I like the wig.
Yeah.
I thought it was a little different for Latrice. So I was like, oh, that's cool. Oh. But I was like, yeah. So the next on the runway was Naomi Smalls in this cat lady realness, like fashion cat lady.
Yeah.
I love this.
I
sort of
loved
like
this.
tattered, you know, scratched on sweater dress with these huge stuffed animal cats with these crazy eyes, like mid, like, you know, I'm gonna attack you. And it was like, yarn ball fascinator. It was just great.
It was really
One
fabulous.
of them's like around your ankle.
Oh my God, I loved it.
I thought this was fabulous, and the color palette was really beautiful, and like the eye makeup matched the yarn balls, and
flawless.
I mean, it would have been fun if like she found a way to have like a yarn train that then a cat was attached to and was somehow playing with.
Love it.
And then the cat sort of mid like, it was sort of chasing her.
Yeah.
It would have been fun and silly. So, but no, I really like this.
I love it.
I thought it was great. It was cat couture, really.
It really was cat couture. Nailed it. A+.
A, because of what's next.
Oh my gosh. So then next was Monique Hart in this
Holy shit.
Puss in Boots realness.
Holy shit. Fucking love this. Her hat was so fuck off huge. Oh, now you want to be under the hat.
Oh yeah, now everybody wants to be under the hat.
I just fucking love this with the sword and the boot. I mean, we both said like, oh, if this had been Boots on the runway.
Boots the house down, yes, God.
They are what? Pussy.
Would have been pretty great.
It would have been really great.
But she did a really good job of becoming the character where like I felt like Monet attempted a cartoon character and failed. Monique, I was like, fuck, like you're just Puss in Boots.
Yeah.
And the eyes were
my
huge
God.
and the way that it blended in with the cat suit, like it really blended well and just, I thought this was fabulous.
Fabulous.
And it reminded me, oh my God, have you seen the like weird Puss in Boots with Christopher Walken? No.
What do you see? I see Puss in Boots.
That's it.
What's it?
My new name, Puss in Boots.
It seems like it's on, remember that show that Shelley Duvall hosted that was like the fairy tale theater? You know.
Hello, I'm Shelley Duvall. Welcome to Fairy Tale Theater. Tonight's tale is a story of rags to riches, of a cat in breeches and boots. Puss in Boots.
I don't know if it was that, but it felt like that kind of episode of something like that. And it's silly.
A smug and slightly sappy cat. You're looking at the cat who ate the cream.
I mean, I really wish that Monique had lip synced in this outfit because that would have been everything.
We'll talk about it.
We will.
I thought this was perfection.
Yeah, loved it.
Fucking loved it.
Yeah, so another commercial break and we'll be right back with the sketch.
Sequel. Documentary.
This is the Rue Hollywood story of Sex and the Kitty Girl 3, the sequel that was never meant to be.
The clapping at the end.
That was fun.
Hey, that was fun.
Yeah.
So we'll be back with that and a lip sync and yeah.
So, I mean, I don't really have a lot to say.
I mean, okay, so like it made more sense when we got to see the whole thing.
The structure made more sense.
Although I still don't know. Okay, so they go to the Met Gala.
Well, that's at the end.
I'm jumping ahead.
Okay, because Carrie has become, Anna Wintour is retiring, so she's become the
fashion editor
for Vogue, and she says, "What's my theme for my first theme for the Met Gala going to be?"
And yet they're all playing the actresses again now.
Right. Well, no, because Carrie. Oh, right.
I learned playing Annie on Broadway is that at a certain age, everyone's replaceable. As editor of Vogue, what was going to be the theme of my first Met Ball?
because they're breaking the fourth wall, because Kim Cattrall photobombed the set. I didn't understand why she just showed up.
Well, if it isn't the insane clown posse, get a load of my insane clown pussy.
Cut. Because if it was in the movie,
yeah,
then
they shouldn't be like, Kim, what are you doing here? We hate you. Your contract is up.
Like you left, bitch. Like it was so weird to me. I was like, why is Kim Cattrall here?
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's not like they don't go to the Met Gala as actresses.
Right.
So make that a thing.
But, or the premiere is circus themed, or is clown couture because they wanted to have clown couture. I don't know.
I didn't know. You're right. That's very confusing. It was a mess.
The skit was a mess.
So,
but anyway.
Yeah, I mean, basically, Naomi is doing Naomi.
Yeah.
Latrice, I felt like, was trying to act and do what she could, but it wasn't really funny, and she wasn't really selling it, and the charisma wasn't really coming out.
I thought that Felicity Huffman gave pretty good feedback.
Yeah, which would have been nice on set.
Well, absolutely.
Yeah, because she was like, "Oh, you were the only one that was like in the scene. Like, I'm making eye contact with you.
I'm talking to a person.
Actress,
exactly. And I thought that was a really good point, where it was like, "Oh, that's true." Was it great as like a comedic bit? No, but she wasn't really given that.
I don't know who would excel in that, really. Someone might have done better. I don't know if they would have excelled.
Yeah.
And even with Monet, like, I didn't think Monet was that funny either, but Felicity Huffman was like, I mean, that's the part you were given, so.
Yeah. After playing a lot of those roles myself, that's all that you can do. And if you do more than that, you're kind of shoveling shit on top of it. So, good for you.
But there was also, like, no camaraderie or chemistry within the scene either, which was really... Like, it was all truncated and like,
I think that was the biggest part, actually, and maybe that's why her note for Latrice really stuck with me, was that none of them seemed to, like, actually be friends.
Fun. Remember to fill this foursome.
Yeah, whatever. Can I smoke in here?
No.
Which is weird.
Yeah. Well, because there was this weird thing of, are we playing the actresses who aren't friends, or are we playing the characters who are friends? Trinity, I thought, was the best impersonation and was really the only funny thing. And it wasn't even that good, but it was like the best of what we had.
Yeah.
In my script, it says I'm supposed to fuck a duck. A real duck? Seriously?
Really?
And then Monique, I thought
you didn't make a corkscrew joke.
I thought about it.
Gotta open that wine bottle.
Oh my god. Ooh.
Or something. Wine bottles, corkscrews, duck fucking.
Too far. We're trying to eat lunch.
Waka waka waka.
Oi.
They.
And then Monique, I thought, was funny because she was doing so much, and it was like she had free reign to kind of be silly.
It was still like fine.
Yes.
Hi, you skank!
And in another challenge would have been safe.
Yeah.
But like of what we had, they were clearly the best.
Yep.
It was weird that like Kim Cattrall was the best. Then she leaves, and it was like, and then Monique comes in, and I was like, oh
thank God.
this is fun again.
Yeah.
But then she leaves, and then they're at the Met Gala, they're all dressed like clowns.
Yeah. I mean, I did love Trinity's clown look.
Some of the clown looks were cool. It was just so out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere. But also, I think that Trinity's was the only one that I really liked.
They were given these outfits.
I don't think so.
They were told to bring clown couture?
I think so.
You think that they just never got around to that runway, so they were like...
Maybe. Let's give them another look to have to do. I don't know. It was so weird.
Because Monet's was like literally like Nightmare Clown on her.
Yeah.
So that was interesting. I don't know. At this point, I really.
But of course, then that doesn't really apply to Kristen Davis.
But she wouldn't have. If she did bring that for something, she wouldn't have known.
Exactly.
Kristen Davis.
Exactly.
I don't know. It was weird, and at this point, it just became let's all hit each other, and I don't even know what's going on.
She's clown
And Kim Cattrall is here hanging out with Carrie, I think, or Miranda, but maybe it's Kristen Davis. Also, K-Jo is here because we're calling her that. Was that really what we're calling her? So, yeah, I just wrote down that this was a complete mess.
It was really a clusterfuck.
Monique and Trinity are on the top.
Yep.
Rightly so.
Yep.
I think based on runway and performance.
Yep. The only thing that would have changed would be Naomi based on runway, but her performance was bad.
Was the worst.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a low bar.
It was a very
but she
low bar.
was the worst.
Yeah.
So, they go back and talk about lipsticks and cry.
There wasn't that much crying this week.
There wasn't that much crying,
No.
but there was a lot of talk.
Yes.
About decisions, and it's hard to make the decisions.
Oh my God.
And
Track records and non-track records and legacies and ambassadors and who do you think should go home and I think this. And this was where Monet really was just showing her, I guess it was justified, cockiness.
Yeah.
About like, oh, well, Latrice hasn't done well and I have what it takes to go to the end. When she was saying this, I was like, I don't really think so, girl, but clearly I've now been proven wrong.
You've been gaslighted. Or you haven't. You have, because it wasn't successful gaslighting.
It was not successful gaslighting.
So they were like, come on, believe us.
And I'm like, no, God damn it, Monique!
Talk about it next week. But yes, I mean, I was so sad. I really wish they had both stayed in their kitty cat suits and just danced it out to Janet Jackson as like sexy cats. I mean, can you imagine?
It would have been such a fabulous
Particularly since the looks they changed into were, we'll talk about it, garbage. Trinity is asking everyone, well, what do you think? And what would you do? And,
Right.
and Naomi and Monet both say that Latrice should go home. And Latrice says that Naomi should go home because she sort of picked her own character and she did the worst based on the critiques and she's been, middling or safe or whatever. I would have probably sent Monet home for this awful look.
I would have too, honestly. I thought the same thing. I was
Plus
like,
she was stiff competition.
Sure.
So if we were already breaking the rules of sending Manila
Exactly. It's like, look, girl, your performance wasn't very good and your runway is a disaster.
It was very nightmare inducing.
It was,
I mean, if she had like exploded into Kirby, like sucked up, found a way to inflate. That would have been some shit. That would have been.
But Kirby's not a cat.
Is he? I don't. What the fuck
It's
is
a
Kirby?
ghost. I don't know. Yeah,
or
whatever.
He's whatever you want him to be. I don't know, but that would have been fucking great.
But this was definitely more Kirby than Pink Panther. That's the problem.
So it was whatever. And then they both come out. I was, again, really sad that they changed. It was like Monique went from the most couture, fabulous, expensive-looking outfit that she's maybe ever had to, like, scraps of fabric glued to her body.
This was
the worst.
Horrible.
This was the worst.
It was absolutely the worst.
This was worse than her, like, hat challenge that she made in an hour in her original season,
Yes.
which I didn't hate. But, like, I was like, ooh, girl, what is this? It would literally look like scraps of fabric that she just sewed in swatches.
Yeah. Into
a halter top and a skirt. It was so bad. I was really sad.
I was
like, no. I just imagined this like pussycat swinging her tail.
Oh my God. I don't know why.
I don't know.
I mean, it seemed like she made this during the cry session.
Right?
She
I gotta
grabbed
change my
that
makeup.
fabric
I gotta
and-
sew these swatches on. For what though? It was worse.
Exactly,
It was so much worse.
exactly.
If you're gonna change, you have to make it a better look.
Yes. Well, and she could move in the cat costume.
It's not like she couldn't dance.
You could throw the fucking hat off. How fabulous would that be?
Uh-huh. Yes. And Trinity changes into like a slightly better outfit than Monique's.
Right.
But it was just sort of this like trench coaty pink dress.
Right. Then she...
With big sleevey things that she then took off to reveal her tuck.
Right. This was fine but boring. And I was like, why not just stay as a cat?
Just be that sassy meow meow cat. Meow 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 meow. Yeah.
Janet Jackson.
And then they could just like, basically make out and fuck on stage as cats. Like that would have been great.
Where are you, Captain Hindsight?
But no, they don't. And they lip sync to When I Think of You by Janet Jackson.
Yeah.
I thought this was fine.
It was just a lackluster lip sync. It was whatever.
I don't know. It didn't.
It's not for the record books.
No.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like a lot of the lip syncs from this season have been fine.
There's been some good ones.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
Overall.
Like the Tina Turner one, fabulous.
Yeah.
The Whitney Houston one,
Fabulous.
Emotions was pretty fabulous.
Yeah.
That's what comes to mind at the moment.
Those I think those are the only ones.
Valentina's was memorable and like pretty great, but like wacky.
Yeah. Well, I mean, given that there was also a lip sync extravaganza in the middle of the season.
Oh, Naomi's lip sync, Naomi and Gia's. There was some good ones.
Yes.
But there was also some ones.
Yes.
That's what I'd say.
Yes.
It was a mixed bag.
Yeah.
You can't have a knock it out of the park every time.
Oh, totally.
You can't have a Chi-Chi singing to I'm Not Going or what's that?
And I'm telling you. It's so good. The beads breaking.
But that's a lip sync for your motherfucking life.
Exactly. And I think that's part of the problem.
Yeah.
Honestly, this didn't feel like either of them really cared.
Particularly, I think by the end of the season, more than likely you've had to send someone home.
Mhm.
So it's like this bittersweetness before you've even started the lip sync.
Mhm.
Of like, oh God, now but I have to like make this horrible decision and people are gonna, what are they gonna
Yeah,
think? And
yeah,
blah, blah,
yeah,
blah,
yeah.
blah, blah, and it's all.
Yeah.
So this was, fine. I thought Trinity did win. And was like giving me some Janet. And, like, Fabulosity.
I mean,
and,
the
you know.
dance moves from both of them I thought were pretty good. I thought Trinity did a really good job. It just was not my favorite lip sync.
No. So Monique scraps of fabric that she takes off to reveal
More scraps.
less but more scraps of fabric. I was like, I don't know.
It was horrible.
It was really bad. It was season 10.
10.
What was season
10.
was she on?
10.
I can't even remember. It was season 10, Monique. But Trinity sends Latrice home, and Rue's face.
Oh yeah.
Everyone was shocked because Jason Wu earlier was like, "Oh my God, Latrice!
I'm your biggest fan ever.
Stop it.
Like the biggest fucking fan ever."
I am your biggest fan." Like, how sad that he finally got to be on Drag Race, and he's on the episode where Latrice gets sent home for the 4th time. Yikes. But yeah, Latrice gets sent home.
Yep.
She's pissed.
Thank you so much. Always in my bad one, so bad.
It didn't work out the way she had hoped.
No.
You know, I thought it was up and down with Latrice. People are really ragging on her, like, this isn't the Latrice I love, and blah, 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 and like really giving her a lot of shit. And I was like, yes and no.
Exactly. I think we saw moments of the Latrice that we love.
Yeah.
Is it what I had hoped for in Latrice coming back?
No.
No. Is it?
Am I still gonna be a lifelong
Oh,
fan?
of course.
Of course.
Of course.
I think Rue is as shocked as anybody.
Sure.
I think.
I mean, I don't know how you could be shocked at this point that she got sent home. I felt like, based on performance and runway, I probably would have made Latrice safe. She was like...
Right. If Rue really wanted her to go and be in the finale, she could have said, okay, Monet and Naomi, you're in the bottom. Latrice, you're safe.
Yeah. But apparently didn't care enough.
Or whatever.
Or what, I mean, you know.
So anyway, this episode was a wash.
Yeah.
I would say it was pretty uneventful.
Oh, yeah.
Basically, Monique's Puss in Boots was the
I
highlight.
mean, Naomi's yarn cat look was...
Yes, but I think Monique's was more of a gag. That hat was the size of Ecuador. It was... I loved it. Cheers to this week. Cheers to Manila Luzon.
And Monique Hart and Latrice Royale.
Latrice. I mean, cheers to all of them. You know what? Everybody's an all-star. You know, I don't want to get down on everybody.
They're all winners.
Everyone's a winner, and everyone is really, really fucking talented. And, you know, it is what it is. It's how it shook out.
Yep.
You're looking at the cat who ate the cream.